Izinja zeGame buffet to proudly powered by NTNFC, and I'm the host. The name is Josta Dladla, and my visitor today, like, is a man that I looked up to, and I think a lot of left backs in the country looked up to him as well.
Not a left back, a left wing. I've never played left.
No, but you played at the back. Like when I was growing up, like you were playing more at the back.
I'm the only player, Josta, that has played 5 positions only.
So you were versatile like that.
I played the central defense. I played sweeper. I played left back. I played left wing. I played central midfield. I played striker. When my first game at Sundowns, I was a striker. My first game at Wits, I was a striker. I'm the only player. You can check. Only player.
Okay, there we go. That's why I want this type of guys in studio and whatever.
Yeah.
Well, this guy that I'm sitting with started where I started at Wits. Well, that's where a lot of people know him from. Probably he'll tell us, like, more news if there was a team before Wits. He ended up, like, going to Sundowns, ended up playing for the national team. A lot of people saying that, he didn't, like, he could have achieved even more stuff if the off the field type of, like, behavior didn't, like, bring him down. They feeling like, a lot of fans feel like, I think his behavior off the field kind of, like, took that 20% that we didn't see on the field. Is that true, though? You think?
Look, I just think that everybody's free to comment in how they see my situation. But at the end of the day, is that my career, I had a lot of injuries. I had arthroscopy on my knee, arthroscopy on my ankle. And there was a time whereby my ankle, I got infection. I had to go back to the operation. Look, everybody, you see most people in South Africa, the bargaining freedom of speech or whatever.
Yeah.
Some people, they don't talk. You must talk when it's necessary. They just talk.
Get your facts right first before you start speaking.
Something they know me. And I'll tell you one thing. When it comes to professional soccer players, I was never been arrogant. I associated myself with thugs, with everybody. I walked at Eldos like it was my home. Soweto, it was like my home. Like, there's a reason why now, even if whether I'm poor or rich, you won't see it. So that's who I am. I've never changed my lifestyle from playing football until now. There's nothing that has changed.
So how you lived while you were, like, up there?
Yeah.
It hasn't changed even now, years later. So you never changed your lifestyle. The money was there and whatever, but you still ate the same food. You still chill with the same guys. Went to the same places.
I'm the only player again. Let me say something. I'm the only player that never had an agent. My entire football.
This guy.
I'm telling you, I've never had an agent.
So you signed your own, you negotiated your own contracts?
I've never signed. I'll also tell you about other coaches, but I've never signed with an agent. Ask anyone. I'm the only player that has been playing football without an agent.
But don't you think we would say, like, if we believe, or some people believe that, the agent will take you to places that you will never get to? Do you think you negotiating the contract yourselves and maybe the connections as well? You never had the connections. Do you think you could have achieved more if you had, the agent on your side?
My challenge with the agent, it was, if you become my agent and we go to Sundowns, we sign a contract for 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't need you for the next 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. Only when you negotiate, that's when you need.
Now, there's someone that has a connection at Barcelona, and he comes and when you come, contracted to you for 2 years, and the contract stays there for 2 years.
Yeah.
If you are my agent, you represent me now, then we're done.
Oh, that's how you work.
Yeah, but I've never. My agent was John Lathan. He never got even a cent from anything.
John Latham, the coach.
The coach. Yeah,
I remember.
They never got anything. From there, going forward, I was doing my own negotiations. And even though when I moved from Sundowns going to another team, like especially, there are coaches that has so much power into football, whereby they decide how much you're getting paid. A coach. And I'm not going to shy away and not say names. But we'll get there during the course of our topic. But now, answering your thing, I never earn money in football. What I'm making now is more than what I was getting in football. People think that we made money. People in South Africa, when you appear on TV, they think you're making money.
Yeah, on TV, on radio, you're on socials, looking so nice, and people are petting you out.
I'll tell you one thing. Yeah. My first salary at Wits It was 150. 150 rand.
What? Whoa. Which year did you sign with Wits?
1992.
So you stayed there till 97, right?
97.
So your first salary when you got there was less than 200 rands a month.
150.
And what was your signing on fee?
Nothing.
Bonus, game bonuses?
But I don't even remember. 92, I didn't play. I played 93. I was signed by Terry Payne. 1992.
Yeah.
1993, I was playing. So Wits was about to be relegated.
What?
And 1993, I was earning 300 a month.
What? Baba, like what? 300? What? No, it's not 300. What were you doing with that?
That time, taxi was 280 to go.
Oh, so most of the stuff were like,
They were cheap.
5 cents.
This shit was cheap.
Dude, so you live at that, hold up, that era where 1 rand was a, 1 rand was 1,000 rand.
I was happy playing professional. I didn't care about money, but I was happy that I'm playing professional. Then 300 rand. Then the next year, I got paid. 1994, I got paid. It was increased to 1,000 rand. Actually, I was not even telling Wits how much I want. They were actually increasing it. But people, what I'm saying, they can say, all right, Lavas was exploited. Let me tell you something. Those white people, they looked after me. They looked after you. I mean, you played there. You know what, guys?
I know, yeah.
Let's people talk about people being racist. You know those white. I mean, they were all Jews.
Yeah, all Jews. Yeah,
they look after.
I think 98% of that team.
I mean, look,
was like owned by Jews.
Derek Blankenzie looked after me. Ronnie Slosh looked after me. Raymond Heck looked after me. Gordon Ewan. Gordon Ewan's father, he was fetching me every day like I was his child.
Where? Kokasi?
Go, just outside Alexander.
Yeah.
John Lathan was fetching me every time, dropping me. Rodney Platt was buying me clothes, paying school. Even though sometimes they will say to me, they thought I was but the school fund was very high, the school fees was higher. Yeah. But not going to the same school that they were paying school for. So they were giving me cash. Now I was going to the township.
So they gave you cash to go pay school fees.
Now I was going to the township.
You charged the money.
Charged the money. And it was not, I was not alone that was doing that. Most of the time is, I was saying, those people, they look after me. And now that they're not in football anymore, football is different.
It's crazy, right?
Those people were buying boots for us. They were doing everything. And I had powers at Wits. I had powers. Like, I had powers that I'll suggest a player and the player will be signed. But Oscar came, when they came, I was there.
Oscar Mohlala.
Yeah, Oscar Mohlala. Then there was a guy by Bidrul Majake. And I'll say, but coach is a good player. I mean,
how many black people, when you started, how many black players were there in the team?
It was not, when the first team.
Yeah, the first team 92, 93.
It was Noel Chama, Lavmo Chafunya.
Yeah, I don't know those guys.
It was Lavmo Chafunya, Skara Tintwa, Lazarus Baloi.
Skara, you played with Skara?
Yeah, I played with Skara. Ronnie Moletsani, Black Sunday Masechela, Steve Clow, Benson Otiti got me there, Chris Mwagapuki got me there, Martin Simunji got me there, Mombangandu got me there. There were 3 players, 3 black players.
So, but in the team, how many of those like made the starting lineup? Because it was dominantly like,
it was
by white players.
I think it was
right?
3 players.
Oh, okay.
It was 3 players.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. We chose to sit on a different change room. Not that because of white players didn't want us.
Oh,
we chose to stay
because you were comfortable.
So
with
yeah,
that
English.
yeah.
Now you prefer to speak to people that you can able to talk to. Yeah. And there's ways that I really wanted to say, but I remember Oscar was angry and this guy insulted him when we were still playing Kwa Academy.
Yes.
And he wanted to swim back, but he was saying it the opposite. Like he was swearing at himself at the same time. Like
okay, say, bro, like they say it. What did he say?
Said fuck. Like the guy said fuck you. He said fuck me.
Oscar.
And then Oscar.
Hey guys, like obviously, like we don't go out to be saying like that type of language. You don't say, but I just wanted to hear what Oscar said to himself. So Oscar was swearing at himself, thinking that he's swearing back at the guy.
Yeah, and the sad part about people think that it was a smooth ride playing football.
Yeah,
guys, when I was from Alex before, these Jewish guys knew who I am or what I was capable of. One thing that I'll tell you when I Josta.
Yeah.
Do you know the upper field go Max Park? The upper one.
Yeah.
When you go down the stairs, below there there's these big geysers. The hall.
Yes.
I was sleeping there.
Oh, whoa. So
when I started, I was sleeping there.
So what after? Also, so you trained and then you left the clubhouse after training, thinking that you're going home.
No. Sometimes I didn't know anyone. I didn't have money to go home. I would walk from Hillbrow police station.
If they didn't pick you up.
No. Before they knew who I am, what I was capable
of. Why are you still on trial?
No, I was not on trial. When Wits saw me at provincial teams, when we played, there was Southern Transvaal, Eastern Transvaal.
Back in the days, yeah.
We were playing in Durban. We were in the national, like a provincial
team. Yeah.
I think there were 30 players from Johannesburg. It was my man, some guy.
My man Piri.
Yeah, it's like Munsiwa and all those guys. And that's when people always say Jethro. That's why I saw Quentin Fortune.
Yeah.
It was not Quentin Fortune when we played him. It was Quentin 14 or something like that.
So it changed.
It also changed
in life. Yeah.
People are surprised. This thing of changing names, it was not us who did it. It was the local coaches.
Oh, so I span it. Let's use this.
These guys are told you must use this, and the other thing again is that there are a lot of players that did that, and then I was not scared to talk about it. So I was on a newspaper that I stole somebody's life.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that, but I want you to tell me about you sleeping next to the geezers.
So
you're still not with the first team right now?
I'm not in the first team. I'm still on under 16.
Under 16 Wits. So you
that was 1991 or 1990, somewhere 1990.
Now, how do you get to Wits to the what do you call this, to the campus? How did you even get access?
No. We're not training at the campus. We're training at Max Park.
At Max Park, yeah.
Max Park.
Oh, the one on top.
The one, no.
Yeah, the field on top. The first
one in Imarentia.
Yeah, Imarentia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you used to sleep at
I used to sleep
at the clubhouse.
Yeah, you putting was it Life Boy soap? Soap. I'll wash my shirt, my school shirt. I'll actually come from school, go to training, tell my mother that I won't be coming back. If I don't come back, don't worry, I'll sleep in the geyser. I was getting card boxes and put them lying down there. It's warm there.
Yeah, I know, because of the geyser and whatever.
Sleep there, wake up in the morning, Brasem will dish out for me. There was an old man
called Brasem used to be there.
Brasem will dish out for me. Then from there, nobody will know that I slept there. And in my entire life, I'm talking about it now. So people think that no, we never had opportunities in life. Football, you guys, you knew people. I never had a connection. Then I slept there several times.
The next day, what, you going to school?
I'll go straight to school.
Yeah.
After that,
you did your homework next to the. Yeah. Next to the that's basically where he was sleeping. That's the clubhouse of Max Park.
Yeah. I was sleeping there.
You're doing your homework. The next day you go to school.
Go to school, and it will happen depending on actually if I will have the money, but the taxes will be finished.
Okay.
To go home, but I'll sleep there. I'll choose to sleep there. And then there was a time one day when I was coming back from training. When I got into a taxi and they said, Nkata and NC, they're fighting in Alexandra.
Oh, that's when they are.
They said the taxi will end up at
92.
They said the taxi will end up at Savoy.
With Savoy?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Savoy is Colette Drive in Louiswater.
Oh, okay.
Then I got dropped there. Then I had to walk home. When I was walking home, it was a distance of about 3 or 4 kilometers. And I got chased by these IFP guys.
No.
Then I ran. I had a technique. I was wearing those Adidas sandals. You know those famous Adidas sandals, the one with the stripe.
Yes, those one there.
Yeah. I will kick my one sandals forward, inside land, pick it up. I ran.
They were coming for you.
I ran, my brother.
Let's talk about your name, bro. Like Lavas. Lavas, where is this name coming from, bro?
Look, my name was actually my dad named me Lavas Walk, and they said Lavas Walk was too long. They decided to say Lavas.
Oh, so in full it was Lavas Walk.
Yeah. And one thing that I did not know, that my dad was very close to Ivan. So when Ivan Khoza was managing Blackpool, Alexander Blackpool, my dad was a good player. They say my dad was a great player.
Hold up. So, Dr. Ivan Khoza was a manager, yeah?
Go Blackpool, Alexander Blackpool.
Yeah, because that's where he grew up at, yeah.
My dad was playing for the team.
Was he gangster as well?
I don't know. I've never.
Apparently, Dr. Ivan Khoza, when in his young days, he was a gangster.
I don't think so. He was managing Alexander Blakepool. At that time, there was a group that was called Musomi Gang, and I'm not aware. I was very young.
Yeah.
I was very young. One thing that I can tell you that if my parents said to me, you know what, they were calling him Stuveve. Now I was confused. Stuveve and Ivan Khoza. Now I get Ivan Khoza.
Ivan Khoza, they used to call him what? Skuveve.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Now,
that's you.
Now my mother would say Skuveve used to come here, but now who's this Skuveve?
Oh, Stuve.
Yeah. Now, if I knew what Ivan was very close to my dad, I could have sent for parents.
No. God.
And Ivan met me, go deep roof, and gave me 2,000 rand and said, "Come to the office on Monday." I charged the 2,000.
Which year was this? You were playing for Wits then?
Before when I was about to leave Wits to go to Sundowns.
Yeah, 97,
96. Yeah, that time. Then so I also went on strike of Wits. I went on strike. And when I went on strike, it was 1995 when I went on strike. When I went on strike, Chiefs wanted me. And the sad part about Chiefs, and I'll say it and say it again. When I was young, before I even joined Wits, I went to Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs for trials. I just took my boots and I told my mother, I'm going to trial for Kaizer Chiefs. I went there.
Where were they training then?
They were training at the Elka Stadium.
Elka Stadium, okay.
When I got there, and I went. I had so much guts. I went there and told them that I'm from Alex. I love Kaizer Chiefs. I want to play for Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
And Doctor's father said, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Alex." He said, "Oh, along the way, when you were coming this side, you didn't see any teams training along the road? You know, that time people were in love with football."
Yeah.
I said, "I saw them." I said, "Why do you join them?" I said, "I love Kaizer Chiefs." They said, then from there, fine.
How old are you then?
I was young. I was about 15, something like that.
You took a taxi from Alex straight to Soweto.
Yeah. Then when I got there, they gave Tshepo Mlatidi the ball. Then I was marking Tshepo. He troubled me like hell. They said, Prapro said, "I don't want to see you here again."
No. So you failed, like your first attempt.
No, I cried all the way from Elka.
So after Tshepo Kaeta,
I cried. They said that we don't want to see me. Now I went to Alex under 21 Toyota. I was picked from. There was a team called what's the team again? I know there was guys by the name. I forgot the name of the team. We played against Chiefs. They picked me to go play against Chiefs. Then we played.
Now this is a chance now to show them.
Yeah, and we were playing at Max Park. Now I'm playing for Wits, but I'm playing at Max Park.
Yeah.
But you know, we play youngsters. They play early. Then we played. First half, I was killing Chiefs.
So who was in the team? Was Tshepo Mlatidi as well? All those young ones?
There was guys by the name of Cheeks, Sabo Mamang. There were a lot of, and the guy from Joma Pena.
Yeah.
And
who was the coach then? Was it still
was Pro and
okay.
Ryder?
Yeah.
Playing, messing them up, my chief. After they came to me and said, "Brother, we want." I said, "No, wait until the game's finished." The score, it was 1-0. Chiefs was leading. Second half, some guy scored 1-1, and we lost 2-1. And after the game, they called me and they said, "Hey, that boy is a good player," and they wanted to speak to me. This team doesn't have a right to stop them because I don't play for them.
Yeah,
they picked me just to play in the game.
Yeah.
Then when they started talking to me, and they said to me, "Hey, my brother, you are a good player. We want to sign you." And I said, "You still remember me?" He said, "No."
Who you telling now? You telling?
I'm telling Prapro.
So Prapro, that's Doctor's dad, by the way.
Then I said to them, "I'm that young boy that you said you don't want to see him again. I'm the same boy."
Did you remember though, or you forgot?
No. You know what they did? Brush it off and say, "Guys, this boy came there and we chased him. Look how he is now. You know, you guys, you must be like him." And they thought I was joking. I said, "And now you must know, I'm playing for Wits. I don't care about Chiefs."
Oh, fine. So you already signed with this Wits Junior?
Yeah, I don't care about Chiefs.
You just wanted to prove a point to them and say, like, you guys were wrong about me. Yeah.
Then, when I left Wits, the first offer came from Chiefs. And John Lethan said, "Let's go to Chiefs." I said, "I don't want to go to Chiefs." And that was the only offer.
So you had, that those words that Pro said to you, they stuck with you for long.
I didn't want to go. I did not want, and I was supporting Chiefs at that time. Then eventually, when Chiefs called me, and Ivan gave me 2,000 rand and said to the thing, I said I didn't go.
So it's Pirates and Chiefs.
Yeah, but now Chiefs made the direct call to Wits to say, "Oh, we want him."
Yeah.
And
Bro, Ivan does the old school way,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Antoine Naki.
yeah,
Yeah,
Nike and
that's what they used to do back in the days.
Yeah, and if I knew
come at you,
but
right?
Ivan was very close to my dad, I could have signed for Pirates. Then from there,
Why Sundowns though? So you got these two big ones.
Sundowns.
Why Sundowns?
Sundowns. I'm already on my way to Chiefs to go sign, but I'm not happy about the decision that John Lethany was asking me to do. While we are getting into Naturena, Brasten calls. Where are you, my boy? Said, who's this? Said, Brasten. Said, boy, what are you going to do there? Come back, come to Sundowns. And I made a U-turn. Back to Sundowns.
Screamer.
Yeah. I made a U-turn. I was about to sign for Chiefs. I made a U-turn.
So obviously he knew because he knew they know each other.
Yeah, but
friends. Yeah.
But I did not want to play for Chiefs.
So once you got that call and Sundowns said come back, you told like John Latham and be like, Baba,
let's go. Then we went to Sundowns. I signed for Sundowns. Signing for Sundowns it lead us to the cars that I bought.
No, we come in there. We come in. No, I'm running the show, brother. We come in there. So how do you feel about? I know we just lost the Brasten. Yeah. Sad news and whatever. You worked with him. What type of human being was he, bro? How was it working with him? How do you feel about losing him?
Look, we lost somebody that will tell you the truth indirect, not tell you straight. And I remember when I was signed by Brasten,
yeah,
I got injured, and he will say to me, he will say to Spear, Spear, hayi man la ntwana hayi la siyamosha la bangitshelile ngale ntwana man enhle kangilaleli man le ntwana le bayitshela ngayisayini mina ngayisayina beka manje ilimele manje ihlala ilimele njalo yazi kufana uma uthenge iphepha lemoto umele imoto yotshontshwa le ntwana la yikho angilaleli Spear yazi then and
wow. So when you got there, you always injured, and he's like,
bangitshelile le ntwana udayilaleli le ntwana le wena yazi mina ngilaleli problem khona mangiyisayinile naye manje ithenga imoto ezi2 yabona isifanayo
we coming so this guy was like always this funny
and I did not know much about Brasten.
Oh yeah.
And they said when you speak to him you must take 2 steps backward so otherwise you'll fall.
What did they mean about that?
He will kill you. One punch, you'll go down. Everybody will...
So you like
every player that speaks to Brasten that those years, you must take 2 steps backwards, otherwise you will fall, man.
So if you don't listen, you use what do you call this?
Brasten.
What's the English, guys? Help me out here. So you use force. So if you don't understand,
no, can't be coming to you like he doesn't want to do anything, but you'll fall. Brasten.
For real?
Brasten.
What happened to me was by the time we met him, he was soft. By the time,
when you get old, you change. Then I've changed the way I'm not behaving the way I used to behave. And I remember while on the bench, Brasten will say, Kenny, warm up. Kenny, warm up, fine. And substitution, like, hey, Kenny, you see Mambush finished us, huh? He finished us. Now I'm putting you must go finish us, Wes. Just
so it's always indirectly.
Yeah, so. Go and Mambush is finished us.
So if Mambush is missing the goals, it's like, okay, so you go in and do.
Not like just go and finish us. Just decide what you do. Like, for instance, in my first game, when I signed for Sundowns, then he says to me, what position are you playing? I said, left wing. He said, are you playing positions or are you playing football? I said, I'm playing football. Then if you can check on YouTube or anything, there's the game where I was playing striker at Sundowns. When I got there, I was playing striker. I was not playing left wing.
Oh,
I was a striker.
Oh, yeah.
Now he said, my name is Horst, so I didn't have a nickname. My name is Horst. I remember my first game. When I played in the league.
This is Brasten saying that.
Yeah.
When I just go there and just like,
no, he just said to me,
everybody.
He just said to me, Abelunga magniang nickname. Nitabang niga, but all right, fine. Today, Kamalaku Horse.
You went there as a left wing, as a left back. Now he's playing as a striker.
No, but I was there as a left wing. So Wits was playing 3-5-2.
Yeah,
I was playing as a left wing.
Yeah,
and you must understand that national team. I was playing as a central defender. Under 17, under 20, I was playing as a central defender. Wits, I was playing as a left wing.
Okay.
Nakungwe, I was playing as a left midfield. And when I started at Wits, I was playing as a striker.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Now,
Now,
as a coach, I would love to have
Yeah.
a player like that.
then when we played for Sundowns,
Yeah.
I'll play as a striker. When we play another team, I'll play as a central midfield or left midfield.
Yes, yes.
Now, sometimes I'll play as a defender, central defender.
So they only did they move you when only Chuku came? When Chuku
No,
came,
no, no.
Mambush was there already. So
No.
yet Mambush and who's the other guy? There was two. There were the brothers. Was
There was
Mambush and who?
Kenny Mark, Mambush, Ben Masinga. Ben
So you were
Masinga.
not gonna play as a striker.
Yeah. Now, but I started with this as a striker when they were there.
No ways.
If you go through the spectacular thing, you must check. There's a game at the Chiefs. I played as a striker.
Were they happy?
Yeah,
The guys, these are big boys sitting on the bench, and you come in there as a versatile player. They're
Yeah.
not gonna be happy. What do they call a special LM key?
Yeah.
There's a special key, right? I don't know.
Now I didn't allow myself to I didn't isolate myself to say, no, I'm playing this position only. You put me in the field of play, I'll play. And that's who I was. And I'll excel in any position. The things that my right was not that strong.
Crazy, bro. Like, the Brastan, like, may his soul rest in peace, one of the legends, one of the people that made football what it is today. I got to work with him, but I didn't know him to that extent and whatever.
It was a
may
nice
his soul rest in peace.
Mm.
Donna, what do you do now? Since you left football, what is Lovers up to right now?
So before I can tell you what I do, when we leave football in South Africa, most of the people that have left football, they hate the game. These owners and teams, they'll make you hate the game. Because of when you leave the game, you don't leave the game because you want to live it. They make sure you live it. Not by force, but they make sure the space it says leave the game. And how they do it is, and also the media plays a role in that. You see, in Europe, players play until 30 something.
Yeah.
In South Africa, no,
Once
it's
you turn
old.
30.
It's old. When you get
Once
to
you turn
30,
30,
you're old. And the other thing is that, the sad part before I even leave the game, I went to Silver Stars. Silver Stars. When you go to Silver Stars, when a coach, Owen Dagama, I'll say it straight. Owen Dagama, he goes right on Ladumor. The reason I don't play Lovers at Silver Stars, he's very slow. He says,
You slow.
Yeah, he says I'm very slow. Fine. And let me tell you something. That's why I told you when I was telling you about the power of coaches.
Yeah.
Owen decides my salary. Owen Dagama, not the management.
You talking to the management, but
Owen Dagama
is the one who's in the field that he's telling them, give him this and that.
Decides my salary. From what I was earning at Sundowns, he gave me 8,000 rand a month.
So you literally
Dropped.
you dropped.
Yeah, I can drop in my life. That's how I survive. I can drop from wherever. Like if I was earning or I was staying in something, I'll go stay in Alex.
You were willing to get a pay cut, so that you can play.
Yeah, and I was not even worried. 8,000 rand, and he didn't play me. He said I was very slow, and he comes to me. Owen is those coaches of man marker, and I'm not used to this.
You were not raised like that. Yeah. Apparently, that's what we had. Like a player just the other day. We had Tuso. He was telling me about this. That was his training. There was this training.
I was there with him.
So when you guys had to stay with one man.
Yeah, I was there. And he tells me, he said, you know what, Lovers, I don't want I want a player to go with someone.
Yeah.
And I said, when I played football, I know securities, they'll look for everyone. When they want looking for you, they'll look for you. I'm not a security in football. I play football. And
what did you say?
I said, I'm not a security. I'm not looking, cannot be chasing someone on the field of play.
Yeah, everywhere he goes to the toilet, you with him, goes to the line. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that person I'm playing football.
Yes.
Football is about enjoyment.
Yes.
And fine. I left and I went to Swallows. I still say that some coaches, they have power. I went to Swallows.
Who did you find? Was it Gordon that was there, or who was
Kevin Hunt?
Kevin Hunt was there.
Yeah. I negotiated my contract with Kevin Hunt. If they say no, they must come to the studio. And I'll prove to them. I'll tell them straight on their faces.
So Kevin decided what you had
to pay me.
How much did you get?
Signing on fee of 12,500. Signing on fee.
Dude, like are you
12,000
a player like you?
Yeah, 12,500.
So what year was this?
2007.
What is the salary?
12,000.
That's a salary. Signing on fee?
12,500.
So 12,000 salary, 12,000 also signing on fee.
From 100,000, my chief. to 12,500. When I was signed for 12,500, I played. I was the player of the year at Swallows.
Yeah, I remember. That's where you came out.
And let me tell you, there's a player that played 12 games. He's earning 43,000.
What is it about? See, I was listening to Kemet just the other day, like, and the footage was like, it was viral, and he came out, and there's one thing that he said. He said, I chose to go to Pirates, chose to get a pay cut when I left Sundowns, just to go to Pirates. And I would see, obviously, like, when you get older, you're not the same. But you could see Kemet when he was working hard, as a striker, he was always like pushing up front, the team player, right? Chose to get a pay cut. He talks about it. People are like, look at this guy, because he says he got a pay cut, but the treatment that he got from the team, he didn't like it. And now a lot of people are saying like, nah, he's talking like he's better. Why did he even choose that? Why? Now he's using that as an excuse, this and that. And you're talking about this. You used to earn 100,000 and now you're earning 8,000 rand. What does that do to a player, bro? Like,
let me comment on Kemet Reisman's statement. I think it was unfortunate for Kemet to use the word colored.
Oh,
I think for me it was not right. I mean, and also again, when you take a pay cut, nobody forced you to take a pay cut. As much as I took pay cuts, but I don't blame anyone. But looking at the value that I am, and I was an asset, and somebody gives me 8,000 rand, but I was playing to survive. When they give you 8,000, don't complain. Just play hard so that you can get to a higher amount.
So Kemet doing that a lot of times at Pirates when he was given a chance.
Yes, but Kemet speaks about this now at Pirates.
Yeah.
So let's say he took a pay cut when he goes to Pirates.
Yeah.
Or did he have any option to go to another team?
Well, we don't know about that.
No. Then we don't know. Then if he had an option, then he could have said, I could have went to this team.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that in life, the coaches, they have power, and normally we get destroyed by the coaches more than the teams. A player, a coach will say, "No, you're done. You're finished," and you go to another team. When I left Swallows, going to Amazon, I was told by the coach that you'll be getting 19,000 rand from being player of the year at Swallows. I must get 19,000 rand
from 12.
Yeah, to go to SuperSport and sign for a 2-year contract. While Amazulu was giving me 39,000 rand. That was the first time in my life earning something above 20.
That's after Sundowns.
Yeah, after Sundowns. Sundowns, I was not getting paid at Sundowns. Sundowns.
What was your highest there?
12,000.
Dude, so you saying like, towards the end of your career, that's when you got...
Yeah.
And now you've got like 2-3 more years left in your career.
Yeah, I played 1 year, but I had a hamstring. They terminated my contract. Amazulu, they paid my signing on fee. The team that paid me more is Amazulu.
No ways, bro.
So Sundowns, I was getting 12,000 rand. And you see, Sundowns that time when we played Libo Roger Fit, we were not getting paid.
When you guys were winning all those trophies, you went to like the Champions League and you were just beating everybody, dog. Are you saying like you guys were not? Or maybe is it there wasn't that, maybe 20,000 or 19,000, 15,000 was a lot of money back then?
Yeah, I think it was, but the problem is that we were misled by the management. Not the current management, but the Chiefs management.
Yeah.
There was a time where we were playing Champions League and they told us that we're not going to give you bonuses, but we'll share the money if you get to the final. Or we'll share the money during the course of the tournament.
Yes.
We go to the final, they didn't even give us a cent.
So I know you lost the final.
We lost in the final in Champions League.
Yeah.
But that's when, before that, I went for trials in Denmark.
Yeah.
Then eventually they give them an offer, $400,000.
They wanted you. Which team was this?
Denmark, Copenhagen FC.
You were supposed to sign for Copenhagen.
Before they took Zuma, I went there. And they couldn't sign me, they signed Zuma.
So why didn't the team accept the offer?
They wanted 700.
Dude.
I'm telling you, they wanted 700.
So they shut you down like that?
After time, this team took me off. We were playing against another team. They said, no, we're done with you. We're fine. We're talking to your team. And I plead, and my brother. And after that, they let me for free.
Why do you think why does it like I see a lot of teams like in South Africa. That's the difference between us and the North African teams. North African teams, they'll take just an ordinary
They'll
player.
release you for nothing.
Yeah, because they want you to
But
go out there, right? What is it about us, Ntwana Ore? There's a lot of boys that get opportunity to go overseas.
You see here,
and the teams. I think the teams are greedy most of the time to let most of the players out.
You see here. You see. Let me tell you something. When you play for Wits, for a white team, even if you see the chairman, you won't run. But when you play for a black team, you run when you see a chairman. It's like you see a principal. Yeah. The treatment is different. Kevin will allow me to drink after the game, but the black coach will never allow me to drink.
Yeah, right. It's whatever. Yeah, because I started where you started. Yeah. I know that in the changing room there's already beer.
Yes.
If you're traveling, there's beer in the bus.
Yeah.
After the game, now you're traveling back.
Yeah.
You can have beer in the bus going home.
Winning or losing.
Yes.
But with black people,
what do you think is that mentality, though?
African mentality.
Because you drink in the bus. If I'm playing in a free state and I'm driving back to Joburg, I'm having a drink or two in the bus. We lost, winning or lost, we won or we lost the game. It doesn't matter. When we get to the clubhouse, I've been drinking along the way. I get into my car or I get picked up. I go home. I don't get to the clubhouse, then start going to drink. So I think that was the mentality, thinking that, okay, let's give them whatever they want now, knowing that when they get home, they're going to go straight home and sleep.
It's like when you play in Cape Town.
Yeah.
And when you play Cape Town or home, after your job ends when you finish playing.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Then I can go drink. No matter we lost or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a part of the game. There's a lose, there's a win, there's a draw.
Yeah.
Now, with these coaches, African coaches, you're not disciplined. You are not disciplined. What? I mean, when I'm home, when I leave the field, I'm going to drink.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, now I was not a drinker too much. And sometimes I'll hear people, Lovers was drunk. Nobody saw me drunk. I don't drink in public, even though.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that I loved, it was women. That's what I loved. And it was, women were never my downfall. I was my worst enemy because of how I did things.
Well, I know we spoke about most of the wrong things that you did in life, but there's also like positive stuff that you did in life when it comes to football. That's the world that I know. I want you to, if you remember your first pro game, which team was it with? It was with Wits, of course. But what were you playing against? You remember that first day or that game when you played your first pro game?
I remember. It wouldn't be the first, but somewhere, maybe the second or third, we played Cosmos, and Wits was about to be relegated, or Cosmos, and Cosmos got relegated on that year. I think it was in 1993.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the game. That's the most important game So I think if Spurs could have been relegated, that would be my end of my career or anything. And I played, I think, 10 games in 10 games or 9. In 1993, and saving Wits from the relegation, it was the greatest moment.
Wits was always fighting for relegation, bro. Like as far as I can remember, why was it like that? Why?
No, I think 1993. After 1993, we became second. We won 2 finals.
Yeah.
Then John Latham and the whole entire management saved Wits from that type of being a team of being on the relegation zone.
Did you play with Chensi Gondwe?
No. By that time I was gone.
What a player, but you played against him.
I played against him when he was playing for Sundowns.
Yeah. And then who was the winger that you didn't like the most playing against?
Joseph Ngaki.
The principal. So you hated him, so when you play that guy, yes, he likes to run, bro. Even till today, as he's 60 years old, but he still runs like a teenager.
But Joseph Ngaki was a trouble. But I won the battles. And if you can watch the game whereby I won the battles, I scored, I became man of the match. And all my men of the matches are against Pirates. All of them. I think 3 or 4.
So you just loved
Yeah.
I think the bigger stages you came out.
Yeah. I think Joseph Ngaki was one. And the easiest person was for me to mark was Jerry Scosan.
Yeah, but Jerry, come on, that's unfair. That's unfair
because
you were quicker than him though.
No, even not quicker.
Yeah.
His aggressiveness and short temper, I had to deal with it. I could deal with Jerry anyhow.
I'll give you another player.
Yeah.
How about Jabu? I know Jabu liked playing against you.
No, he didn't like playing against me. He was just a spy two fella that time, nothing else.
What is it about you and Jabu? Like Jabu just when he saw you, it was more like I.
No. It was just
what is it?
You see, Josta, I'll tell you one thing. Look at Mshishi when he gave the guy Bulkwan City
Spy 2, yeah.
Nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
And that's the Spy 2 of the century. But because of it's done by a Chiefs player, it was always going to be bigger. Anything that is done by Chiefs.
Yeah, I know he likes to play that clip. Yeah, on his socials, he likes to play that clip.
No, he can play it, but that's the only thing that he has done. Only thing. I played against Sheble Doctor Spy 2 final BB Top 8.
Yeah.
Nobody spoke about it. You see, anything that is done by Chiefs or Pirates, it will be famous.
Players that you looked up to growing up?
I think Skaratinta, Teenage Dladla, Samora Kulu, Sylvester City Cole, Jimmy Joubert, Chipamlatid. Chipamlatid was my, I knew players then.
That's a sentiment. How do you like it? How do you like a number 10 when you are more of an aggressive winger? I mean, this is the number 10 that you're talking about.
Look, I didn't look at what position are you playing, but it's people that they inspired me. They made me to love football. Triple K. You didn't know.
I've heard about the name. Like I've never
Triple
seen K.
Yeah. I'll tell you about another player, Aaron Shagankosi.
Those are old players, bro.
Shagangobo.
Yeah.
Principal Chipa Chauke.
So many.
Yeah. Vincent Makroti. I used to love football. I used to know all the players. Even I love to see Roadblock Makatin, but by the time I went to the stadium, I think it was 1987 or 1986.
Was he that robust?
Roadblock Makun was a defender.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Roadblock, I mean, you can't get a name, but Roadblock if he's just soft.
Yeah, you know what? Roadblock, I used to hear him on radio, nothing else. But when I wanted to see him and he was killed, was Chaka Mpondo. Chaka Mpondo, like it was a player.
I heard him last week. I heard him on the show last week.
Yeah. I knew a lot of players. Rodney Charles. A lot of players. I'll tell you another player was Zero Mohali.
I don't know those people. Okay, let's talk about Sundowns. 3 league titles with them. Which one stood out best for you?
The one that when PSL didn't know where to take the trophy to.
I remember the helicopter.
Yeah, they had to stay in mid-range and the Sundowns Chiefs had to score 5 goals against Rabale, I remember. Then we had to play another team, Cape Town Space.
Yeah.
We beat Cape Town Space 2-0. And that was the greatest one.
Paul Doleza, Dumitru.
Comparison.
Comparison. You can compare them. Which was the best coach? I mean, I know they were. You can't compare them. You know, they were all different.
I think.
Which one you were better with?
Let me start with the weak points.
Yeah.
Ted used to make us fight. Ted was a liar. Ted was a liar.
Whoa. When you say he was a liar, what do you mean?
You lie, and say, yeah, these players, they don't want you. I'm keeping you because of I like you, but they don't like you.
While he's the one who saw about it.
Yeah, Ted was a liar. He was a liar.
So clearly you didn't like Ted. After working with him, after you found out what he is, you started disliking him.
No. Now I'm one person. I don't hold grudges.
Okay.
The way he was a liar. Bra Alex, I'm sharp the rings. I'm sharp. I'm the rings. Then Paul Doleza. Paul Doleza, he was a joke. But a joke. And he was serious. So everything that he used to say. I remember there was a time when we were playing Pirates. He said, Lava, 5 minutes I give you. Take you out in 5 minutes. Yeah, and then when I was playing, he says, Lava, you are left with 2 minutes now. I'll take you out. After
do something. So it's more like, do something.
Yeah, he takes me out. First half. Then next time.
What did you do?
He says, I'm not playing the way he wants me to play.
Yeah, that was Doleza for you.
For
me, yeah.
Then Lava, you see, you go fight like a Ferrari, you come back like a bicycle. Said, my chief.
Whoa. So you go forward
like a Ferrari.
But coming back, you lazy.
Yeah. He says, yeah, like Martin Zwane, to go forward, he goes forward like a Ferrari. To come back, you must go buy petrol. You know? Then he'll also come and say, Lava, it's like you'll say, up. You'll go with me. You remember he fell.
Yeah.
So you'll run with me. And I once told him that, you know what? You're not going to do this with me. I am not going to play football like a remote control.
Oh, yeah.
Now, There was a coach also by the name of Calvacante, but let me tell you something. I enjoyed football when I was playing at Swallows.
No ways, bro.
I'm telling you. You know why?
Why?
Not Sundowns, I enjoyed it.
Who was the coach there?
Kevin Hunt.
Okay.
Kevin Hunt, I didn't know that Kevin Hunt was just a great coach. A planner. He was a great coach. I enjoyed, he played me, while I was getting old, when I was 30-something, like, that's where I enjoyed football.
Because you simplify everything. That's when you realize that football is simple.
Yeah, it's very, very, very.
Yeah.
And he gave me an opportunity, and nobody wanted me. He gave me an opportunity.
Let's talk about the late Goldfinger. What can you tell me about that great guy? As a pro, he was what did he play as a
Piero?
Yeah. That's what they used to call them back in the days.
He saved me from going to jail. All these things that were happening, he saved me from going to jail.
So he was the one. Most of the time when you're in trouble, he was the one.
I got arrested.
I mean, he was a police officer. Apparently, he was a police officer. I didn't know that. Yeah,
I got arrested in Sunnyside.
Yeah,
we were playing up. I pushed some guy. They were too much on me. And the lady fell. And the lady that fell, I dated that lady. Then she eventually went to open a case of assault.
Yeah.
When she opened a case of assault, then eventually the police were looking for. One day they arrested me, and I didn't want to be arrested on a Friday, so I knew that I'll spend the weekend in jail.
Yeah.
When they put the cuffs, then I moved my hand and I ran away with those cuffs.
This guy.
Then I went to Alex, the police station. I said, man,
with the cuffs on you.
Yeah. Then I called another cop. I said, man, we were playing with this, and this guy locked me and doesn't have a key. Then they took them off, and I carried them. On Monday, I went to the thing with Alex. Then eventually, I went out on bail, and eventually the case got done, finished.
These are the things that people don't talk about, like, behind closed doors. And Mahrokmana used to do all these big things. We hardly talk about them doing all this dirty work or cleaning up for us.
Look, you see, I remember when Natasha complained about me carrying a gun at training.
Yeah.
I was not the only one that was carrying a gun at training.
Whoa. You carried a gun for training?
No, going to training. Carried the gun.
Was that legal?
No.
It was not illegal.
Before it was illegal.
No, but come on.
I remember one day, Toleza took me off from the game when we were playing. He said to me, Lavas, you're not playing today. And it started with Franz Koeman. Franz Koeman says, when we sang in the game in the change room, and Frank said, if I don't play today, somebody's gonna be in shit. Sorry for the word. Yeah. And
so this is like a
game, like we in a change room. Then they we used to make them line up, go change room, not on trainer like before. Then eventually, they put Isaac on the bench. Then Frank played.
Yeah.
Then I played. Then the next game, they put me on the bench. Then I also I said, if I don't play today, somebody's gonna be in trouble. Then they took off Isaac. They put Isaac was on the bench. Then Isaac said, if I don't play, somebody's gonna be in trouble. And Dolaza answered, said, don't worry, no problem. But to me and Frank, he didn't say that.
Yeah.
The gun thing, it was somebody's gun. He forgot it in my car. When he forgot it in my car, and he's also an ex-professional player. Like, I told him, come get your gun. And I remember one day, when there was a time whereby I needed to collect my signing on fee. Then they spoke Greek. When they spoke Greek,
was that the Chickless, man?
The Chickless.
The Chickless, yeah.
Say, but 60%, you on call, 40% in Greek is still the same in English. It's 40%.
So what they wanted to give you 40% of the signing on fee?
They wanted to charge 40%.
Why?
I don't know. And from there,
by then you're getting like maybe 10,000 or 12,000.
No, it was 100,000. They wanted to take 40,000, and that was not an agreement. Then eventually, I decided to leave when they spoke about that. Tomorrow, I had. Then when I got there, I put it on the table. I said, and I just said, Ari, bring everything. And I got my money. Then I left.
So he intimidated your boss?
No, I didn't intimidate her. I said, I just put it here.
No, that's intimidation.
No,
Do you understand how much of a trouble you could have gotten into because of that
but
gun?
I was not something.
Because you don't know if the guy was using that gun was being used somewhere to kill somebody.
No, it was a licensed gun.
By the person that left it in the car.
And I kept it in the car. I kept it in the car.
That was
look. I was young, and the way things was, I didn't care about anything. But when I retire, when I realized that there's so many things that I've done wrong.
Let's talk about this one. the kidnapping story. You created some kidnapping story that somebody kidnapped you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about it.
What happened? Why?
I was late.
What is going on there?
I was late I was late. I was supposed to go to the camp and I was already late. Then I asked my friend to shoot my turkey. And he shot my turkey. Then when he shot my turkey, then...
Whoa. You what?
I asked a friend to shoot my turkey. Then it's like I was kidnapped. These guys, they scared me. They shot my turkey. But at the later stage when they said, no, this cannot be right. It's not the truth. But I also realized that it was stupid of me to do that. It was very stupid of me to do that. And eventually, Bralex said, I'm late. I had to,
So where did they find you? I think now you reported the matter saying you... Did you call them? You are kidnapped, but you're the one that's calling them kidnapped.
I called them then, and I said I went to thing.
So now hold up. You go into training. You wearing this take by Tunse.
Yeah, I'm more than that.
And
not training. It's not training. It's camping. Go camp.
You playing the next day.
Yeah.
You playing against who?
Against I don't remember who we were playing, but also we got shot during playing the final.
Hold up. I want you to finish the story. Now, did you end up going to camp?
Yeah, I did.
And then they like, okay, ask you, are you okay? You're not shook?
Yeah,
are you ready to play tomorrow? You played the next day?
I played.
Aye, guys. What? So you were kidnapped a few hours ago because of your July because you're late. You got there. Where's the bullet then? Where's the bullet hole is still there?
Yeah,
do you have that
I went the trainer until maybe for a year with the bullet hole.
How would you sum up your career though? Was it like, successful? Do you think it was wasteful? How would you summarize it?
It was a great career. I captained the under-16, I captained the under-17 national team, I captained the under-20, I've captained the under-23.
No ways though.
Who has done that?
Alright.
I've played in the national team even though I didn't play long or whatever.
9 caps. You got 9 caps with Bafana. Do you think you could have got more?
I think I could have got more.
Yeah.
Football was that time you were on the bench with the likes of David Nyati.
Yeah.
Now Bafana, anybody you can. This week you come in, next door you go. It's easy.
It was tough, right, to get into the national team.
5 years in the national team, not playing. 5 years.
We can speak for days, me and this boy. Guys, thanks for supporting us. Thanks for watching. I know it's been probably gonna need like two episodes with Manaro and Navas here. But Navas, thanks for coming, bro. Sharing your stories with us. Stories for days, as you can hear. And a shout out to MTN FC for making this possible. We know this show wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for MTN FC. And you can go to mtnfc.co.za to say all the to see all the footages that we coming up with before the show and all of that. And there's a lot of other goodies there. Competitions, important information if you are interested in football, right? And you can find us on YouTube, can find us on Spotify, and keep on supporting. Keep on supporting Bafetu. This show is happening because of your support. Peace.